Hi everyone, we are still under annuity and we are looking at the case whereby annuity is received into the future indefinitely. That is, you continue receiving the money indefinitely over a period of time. So a perpetuity is an annuity that continues for an indefinite period of time. That you continue to do what to receive it for an indefinite period of time. That is till unforeseen circumstances happen. You receive the money for an indefinite period of time. Alright. So we're now looking at it. That is what we mean by perpetuity, indefinitely. When you receive or make payment for indefinitely. So how do you now compute? How do you now know your present value for that particular annuity you are talking about here? So the present value of ordinary annuity into perpetuity is calculated as follows. Here is the formula to use when you have annuity into perpetuity. So present value into perpetuity is what? A all over R. Mark you, we are looking for the future value of that money in its present time. That's how we have present value here in perpetuity. This is what A all over R, where A is the future value, where R is the interest rate, the rate. But in a case whereby there is growth in the interest rate, that is this R, because there may be a case whereby there will be increase in the interest rate of your investment. Take for example, you have invested, and investment when it started, investment is given to you, the interest is given to you at 20%, but later in the long run, the interest rate changes. It changes to probably let's say for example 22%. There has been an increase of 2% on the initial interest, so it has grown to 22%. So where there is growth in interest rates, so this is a formula to use. This will be your present value. The present value of the annuity indefinitely now be what? A all over R minus G, where G is the growth rate in the interest. But in the other way around, where there is decline in interest rate, the interest rate has dropped. So the present value of that is now is equal to A all over R plus G, where D is the decline rate. If that is the case, let's now look at a particular question to exemplify what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's look at the question to test what I've been talking about. Let's look at the question. It said, okay, question, e.g., for example, now say Lions Club, Lions Club endowment fund will be used to cater for orphans to the tune of 500,000 naira per annum. 500 per annum. The present money rate is 10%. 10% required to calculate one You can calculate if the growth, how much, you can calculate how much must be set aside, must be set aside now in order to meet the gesture forever. Okay, in order to meet the gesture forever. In order to meet the gesture forever, two, if the growth rate is 5% per annum, on interest how much will be needed, how much will be needed to realize the goal. So 3. What is the total sum? The total sum receivable if 500,000 naira is invested at 10% interest per annum to perpetuity. If there is a decline in interest rate, interest rate of 1%. Okay, here is a question. Lions Club Endowment Fund will be used to cater for orphans to the tune of 500,000 naira per annum. The present money rate is 10%. Required. How much must be set aside now in order to meet the gesture forever? How much must be set aside now in order to make the gesture forever? Now, looking at requirement 1, please look at the question very well. So, I want to rub up this part so that I have to do for us to solve the first part here. Okay, so how much must be set aside now in order to make the gesture forever? When you hear the word forever, it means what? To perpetuity. It means what? Into perpetuity. So therefore, we are looking for the present value into what of that future amount. So in order to do that, we have to use the formula for perpetuity in order to know how much must be set aside now. When you hear now, that's present value. Now, today, present value. Okay, let's solve the first part of the question. So let me rub up this part. So I think I can still solve the question here. Let me see if I can still solve the question here. If I can still solve it here. Okay. I think the question can still go here. The solution to the question can still enter here. So solutions now. Solutions. For 1, the formula to use was PV into perpetuity is equal to what? A all over R. That's what we are given. That's the formula we are given there. A all over R. If that is the case, what is our A? So PV to perpetuity is equal to A. What is our A? 500,000. 500,000 all over R. What is the R? The rate of interest, which is what? 10%. 10% here. So divided by 10%. So whatever that go to half. So 500,000 divided by 10%, we are going to have 5 million. Let's press our calculator. Okay? Let's press our calculator for us to see it. So 500,000 divided by 0.1. Yes, we have it to be 5 million. 5 million. 5 million. 2. If the growth rate is 5% per annum on interest, how much will be needed to realize the goal? If the growth rate, so the formula for that into perpetuity, present value to perpetuity, if there's what? We have it to be what? A all over R minus G, where there's growth. So therefore, it will now be equals to, what is our A? 500,000 all over R. What's our rate? That's 10% minus the growth rate. What is the growth rate? 5%. So therefore, that is 10% minus 5%, we have 5%. So 500,000 divided by 5%. What do we have? 500,000 divided by 0.05. We have 10 million. 10. So this is what we have. So 3. What is the total sum receivable? If 500,000 is invested at 10% per annum to perpetuity, if there is a decline in interest rate of what? Of 1%. So the present value to perpetuity, if there is decline in interest rate, is equal to what? A all over R plus D. Okay, let me rub this part so that I'll be able to do for us to see clearly. For us to see clearly. So this is A, this is 1, this is 2. So let me rub it here in order for us to see it clearly. I've gotten it there. So for the third part, present value of perpetuity is equal to what? A all over R plus D. Okay, so therefore is equal to A 500,000 all over what is the rate? 10% plus 1%. That's 11%, which is equal to 500,000. 500,000 all over 0.11. which in turn give us, so let's see, 500,000 divided by 0.11. So we have 4,545,454. So this is what we have. So we can see now how it varies. So when you are being asked to do what, to calculate to perpetuity, where there's growth or where there's decline in what, in interest rate, please just how to do or how to compute it. All this will make you do what, to make a financial decision, to advise, to know what to do. We're not just here writing on the board and just trying to while away our time, but we are here to do what, to make sure you manage your finances very well. In order to do what, in order for you to do what, to maximize the net present value, to maximize what, the wealth of the investors, to maximize the wealth of the shareholders, and in turn to develop the society at large. So this, by this, financial managers, students preparing for examination, you do what, to keep abreast of all these financial mathematics. In order to do what, to tackle issues, and for you to make an estimate, for you to do what, to progress in your what, in your area of discipline or your career. So by this we come to the end of today's class on mathematics of finance. So still to come, we have we still have the topic to treat on mathematics of finance. We still have what subtopic to treat under mathematics of finance, such as what, sinking fund and what, loan amortization. So thank you, and watch out for my next video. If you have not clicked on the subscribe button, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and do what, and also share these videos with those who you know that they need was to keep informed of about this, in order for them to develop their career, and for them to do what, to come out in flying colors in their subsequent examination. Thank you.